So that certain Aquaman starlet's own makeup expert has come out and called out their story saying, I never covered up anything. All of that is a complete fabrication. The day she said she went on the James Corden show, I didn't do anything with that. The last incident they alleged, I didn't see anything there either. Yeah, this is absolutely devastating. You and I, we're going to talk about all of it today. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And as far as declarations or witness statements are concerned, this is a big one. And I do mean a big one. Why? Because this is the declaration of Samantha McMillan, freelance stylist to that certain Aquaman starlet, had been working with them for years before said allegations came up. They started working in 2014. Allegations, they came up in 2015, 2016. They have firsthand knowledge of those, and they said, it is an out-and-out fabrication. Quote, Declaration of Samantha McMillan. I, Samantha McMillan, state as following. I am providing this declaration pursuant to a subpoena. I have first-hand personal knowledge of the matter set forth herein, and if called upon as a witness, would and could competently testify thereto. I am a freelance stylist represented by the agency The Wall Group. Since approximately 2014, I have served as a stylist to that certain Aquaman starlet, helping her to get ready to appear at major events. Again, this would be somebody that certain Aquaman starlet thought would back their tails. They thought, hey, I could say anything. They would just nod and go along. Now, this next part is going to deal with December 16th, 2015. We're going to call this the James Corden Show incident. On December 15th, the day before that certain Aquaman starlet alleges many things happened to them. That includes, JD, we're going to say, got on their back and pummeled them to the point that they lost consciousness. They said a bed was broken. They said other things were damaged. But also, they said, and this is very important, part of this, they had a broken nose. This is their words on the stand. They had 2 black eyes. They had a busted lip. Well, this person sees them the day after and prepares them for a show that you can look up on YouTube, and you should if you haven't ever looked it up. But December 16th, 2015, I spent much of the day and evening with that certain Aquaman starlet, preparing her to appear on the James Corden Show. I saw her throughout the day, December 16th, 2015. They saw her in good light. Obviously, they're getting her ready. They're going to see her in good light. They're going to see her close up. I mean, all of those things matter too. And most importantly, they're going to see her wearing no makeup. Remember, that other side they've been saying all the time, how would anyone know if she's wearing makeup or not? Well, this is a makeup expert, a freelance stylist. They're the ones that put it on. They would definitely know. Throughout the day of December 16th, 2015, I could see clearly that certain Aquaman starlet, they had no visible marks. They had no bruises. They had no cuts, injuries to their face, or any other part of their body. Remember, as a stylist, they're not just getting makeup ready. They're not just looking at their scalp. They're helping with clothing. They see how all of that comes together. So they're going to see them throughout. And again, you can see that too when they're on the James Corden Show. Check that stuff out. Continuing. She appeared as a guest on the James Corden Show that day. After the show, now this is important as well, that certain Aquaman starlet said to me, can you believe I just did that show with 2 black eyes? That certain Aquaman starlet did not have any black eyes. So they're saying they're trying to plant that in people. They want them to go along. They expected me to go along, to get along. I didn't see that, and had been visibly uninjured throughout the day and at that moment. Now, she goes on to say that I later learned that certain Aquaman starlet has accused JD in court filings and in the media, I'm going to say, of volatilistically accosting her the previous night, December 15th, 2015. And this hole, it just gets deeper. Listen to this. As I was leaving her company on December the 16th, 2015, I overheard that certain Aquaman starlet say to her friend, Raquel Pennington, by the way, this is her best friend. This is the one I'm going to say that is a co-conspirator for sure, who came to the show with her. So she's there with her. Make sure to get those pictures onto my computer, although I did not know to what photos she was referring. And we see the photos later on of what she was referring. Interestingly, though, she's going to say the James Corden show, all of that evidence, that doesn't matter at all. 5 months later, on May 24th, 2016, remember the incident that pops off May 21st, that will be incident 14, where she alleges JD, he did all kinds of things to her. Well, this is 3 days after that. I interacted closely with that certain Aquaman starlet in JD's house in West Hollywood. I went into the home around noon. I encountered that certain Aquaman starlet. She was not wearing makeup. Again, very important distinguishment. There were no visible marks, no bruises, no cuts, no injuries to her face or other parts of her body. She came to me at the bottom of the staircase in JD's house, gave me a hug, sobbing. After hugging me, she began yelling at JD's housekeeper, Hilda Vargas. She yells at her, by the way, because that's the person that found, let's just say, the poop incident. That's the best way to go with it. She accused Hilda Vargas of ruining her life, ruining her relationship. Yeah, I don't think it was Hilda that did that. I think it was that certain Aquaman starlet doing it to herself. Then they say, 3 days after my encounter with her on May 27, 2016, I saw in the media that she had gone to court with prominent injuries visible on her face. I knew that she did not have those marks on the 24th, so that's 3 days before she goes in for the TRO when I was with her, and I knew from news reports that she claimed that all of that stuff, it occurred on May 21st, 2016. I was also aware that JD left Los Angeles on May 22nd, 2016, so I know that he couldn't have caused those marks in any other day. So again, I think that it is big testimony. Again, you have somebody that applies makeup for a living, somebody that was there, another person, in fact, somebody that saw her with good lighting, someone that saw her face, somebody again that can refute her direct testimony saying, yeah, I was there. I witnessed everything, and it's a whole lot of nothing. Anyway, let me know what you think about that. Check out the link in the description, too. That's our book. That's our way of combating industry that allowed this nonsense to happen. You got to walk away from them, but you need something better to walk toward. Help us send a loud message with that, too. Thank you for being here as well. I'm going to end here. Thank you again. See you soon.